Yeah, look, really excited to sit down today with Matthew Woodbury, one of our favourite members, someone I really have enjoyed working with, who has achieved amazing results in his business, and we're going to hear a little bit about his story. So welcome, Matt. Do you want to introduce just yourself and a bit about your company?
Yeah, no worries. So our business is Woodbury Furniture. So we do retail. We import furniture from various countries. We've been going in retail for about 14 years, and then we're online for about 4 years before that. So yeah, been going a while, and it's been a good journey.
And just to give us
Yeah.
an idea, how many sites and how big's the team?
So we have two retail stores, and then we have our online store as well. Our online store is pretty significant, pretty much on par with one of our retail stores.
Yep.
And we also have a warehouse in Western Sydney as well. Our team is there's basically, I'd say, about 4 full-time and then about another sort of 10 casual.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we import from overseas. So I guess if you considered our suppliers overseas, there's a lot of people making furniture for us, probably hundreds of people involved in the manufacturing side of it. So
Yep, and
yeah.
I have a couple of your chairs. They're very well made, so I can
Okay.
I can attest to that. Absolutely. All right, so look, what I'd like to start with is, you've got a very, very successful business. It's a significant business. It's got this, you're playing in retail. That's a brutally hard business to be in. You've gone into e-commerce. It's been established a very long time. Where were you at, and where was the business at before we started working together?
Some time ago, I sort of come to the conclusion that I didn't really want to do the same thing for the rest of my life. I'd been running this business for 10 years or so, and I just wanted to change. And the thing is, when you start a business, you're kind of like married to it, I guess, in a way. It's not like a job where you can just, quit and get in a plane and go somewhere for 6 months, or just quit and get a new job, or move to another state, or it's sort of a bit more difficult to do that kind of stuff. So I thought that the only way to free myself up might be to sell the business, and I didn't really think it was possible for the business to operate without me. Maybe that's a bit arrogant of me, but that was honestly what I thought at the time. So I went down the road of looking at selling, and came really close to doing that. We're in the due diligence stage. I wasn't entirely happy with the arrangement.
Mm.
And then I thought, look, there's got to be a way. Surely I don't have to sell. Surely I can keep going. So that's kind of where we're up to with things. I'll just keep going, I guess. But yeah, I started researching a bit about putting the business under management. And I came across an article online, which was written by Andrew, and it was on exactly that topic. And so I just thought, who's this guy? And I just somehow got his number and just rang him up. That was kind of where it all started. So.
Okay, so you're at this stage where you wanted something else, but you wanted to hang on to it and explore what's possible with putting it under management. Okay, so you joined our program, you became part of the community, Matthew, and what did we go to work on first? What did we actually, I know we set our goals on how do we get this thing under management? How do we get a manager in so you can get out of it? But what did we work through? What were the strategies that we put in place?
A lot of work needed to be done before we could get to that stage of even thinking about hiring somebody. It was, I think, probably about 4 months of work, I guess, something like that. I think. What did we do? We just went through the steps, the 6 steps, and we went through the methodology, and maybe we didn't do every single thing within every single step, but we really did a lot, and we did a lot of the ones that were really crucial to get us ready to put it under management. The business itself wasn't ready to be run under management. So a lot of introducing a lot of processes and stuff that would bring accountability and consistency, yeah, and just get it running a lot smoother so that we could make that transition.
Yeah, and I remember along the journey somewhere, because there is that choice where do you want someone to come in and systematize it for you? So like put it all together, or do you want to get it ready so that someone can actually just run the thing you've built? And you were pretty deliberate that might be the better the better road. So after you did that work, and I'll just point out that 4 months in the context of 14 years isn't that long. And I've worked with a lot of people. You were very quick. It was good. You were very, very quick. Once it was kind of ready, so to speak, what then? What did you work through then to actually get a general manager in?
Yeah, so we got everything ready, and it was about the job description for the general manager, and we had a number of other documents about just what sort of skills that person needed to have. So that was all clearly defined. Yeah, and I guess from there we went to a recruitment phase. But the recruitment happened really at the end of a whole bunch of other work that was done, and we got into that. We decided to see if there were any internal applicants. There were initially two, but then one pulled out. So then there was only one internal applicant. So we thought, well, let's go through the process with her first and see how it goes before we advertise externally. There was a lot of discussion about that. Should we interview external people and internal people at the same time, and all that type of thing? In the end, we decided to let's see how we go here.
Oh yeah, I remember you implemented every test and every step of our screening process with someone internally. You did that very diligently, including lunches and dinners and all of that kind of stuff, and get the partner involved. Very good.
Very good. I remember it was you have to give a 30-minute presentation on your first 90 days in the job, and only gave her, I think it was like 3 days notice or something.
Oh, you're kind. I think in the process, it's give it to them the night before. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's very good. Okay, so we know that you appointed a general manager. You onboarded her effectively. She's in the role. What did that mean for you and your family? What did you get up to?
Yeah, so once we got her on board, and we had a pretty fixed timeline for that because we had a trip booked, and that was a caravanning trip. Actually, I'm sitting in the caravan right now at the moment. But yeah, we did pretty much a lap of Australia. Went to Perth and up to Broome and Darwin and down through the middle, Uluru, and just saw one amazing place after another. I was away for 9 weeks. We took all the family. It was phenomenal. And obviously, there's no way I would have been able to go away from the business for 9 weeks if I hadn't put it under management, because that's quite a long time. So it made that trip possible. I wouldn't have been able to do that trip otherwise.
Fantastic. I'm so happy for you that it happened, and it was such a cool thing. I mean, we missed you at our sessions, but it was yeah, it was so good for you. So okay, so what's on the plans now? What are you dreaming about?
Well, I guess possibly some more travel, maybe some overseas travel. Just working on a few personal projects that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And then I'll probably eventually start a new business or buy another business, but I'm not going to rush into that because I just want to enjoy, a bit of an opportunity to do a few other things first before I get heavily involved in something else. So
very wise, very wise. So what would you say to any business owners out there who are hesitant about getting someone else to take over their baby, their business?
Yeah, if someone else was hesitant about it, I don't think that's natural. I mean, I was hesitant as well. I mean, you just tend to think that when you're so integral to something, the idea that it could run, there's just so many million things that you're doing on a daily basis. The idea that someone else would be able to do all that, it seems impossible. Yeah, but yourself and Andrew convinced me right from the get-go, absolutely it is possible. And I know it is possible because obviously other people do it. It's just a case of having a methodology and having people help you go through that so that you can get there. It's 100% possible, even though it doesn't feel it at the time. You just need the right people helping you.
Great advice. Great advice. Well, thanks, Matt. I'll let you get back to the caravan and all of your personal projects and the family.
All right. Thank you.
Cheers.